Houston Real Estate Radio.
Welcome to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm your host, Shannon Register, and we are broadcasting on AM 700 KSCV, the voice of Texas. And we're your voice for Texas real estate news and information you can use. We're coming to you from the RREA.com studio in Spring, Texas. You can join us here every Sunday from 2 to 3 p.m. for all of the latest real estate news and information. Today we're talking about things that pertain to your real estate transaction. If you're driving and can't take notes, not to worry. You can find all of our links for our different topics we talk about and different guests that we bring on at rrea.com/radio. There you can watch videos of many of our segments and listen to them as well. If you have a real estate question that you'd like for us to answer here on the air on Sunday, you can give us a call at 281-882-8088, and we'll answer your question on air. We have a great show lined up for you today. I'm going to be talking about how building homes has been changing over the last few years. They're much more energy efficient now, and I'm going to be talking with a company that's very green-oriented and just really an innovative company that's really taking the lead on making homes that are a quality product, a good price point, and a lot of great energy-saving features. So I want to welcome to the show GreenEco Builders. Jeff Wong is here with us today. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I also have Jack Haymes here with me. He is an agent, a real estate agent with Register Real Estate Advisors, and he has the NAR designation of a green realtor. So we're also going to be talking to him about what the NAR standards are, what they've put into this green designation, and how that helps you, the consumer, to find a great home for you. So welcome, Jack.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and start with your product, Jeff. Tell us about the company first, and then let us know, what does your company offer? Because I think one of the greatest things that GreenEco Builders offers is that they have a standard, on their standard product, they offer all of these energy-saving features. So you're not adding them as upgrades. They come with the product.
That's absolutely correct. The one key component that we always looked at is how does the technology of today and how to put that into your home. And George Kopecki, who is our president and owner, he has been building in Houston for well over 30 years, has thought, well, if we put the latest technology and we build it with correct design, then we can benefit from not only having better lifestyle when we're in our home, but as well as the integrity of that home not being outdated in a short time as a homeowner.
Yeah. Well, and here in Houston, you've got to have an energy efficient product because it's so hot.
Absolutely.
You can pay hundreds of dollars every month on an electric bill if you don't have an energy efficient home.
Absolutely. And that's a key point that you brought up. Being in a Houston environment, we recognize it is essential to have fans in every bedroom. And this is something that we don't nickel and dime our homeowners. You will find a lot of builders that come from out of state who come here to cash in the market. We'll sit here and just go, well, yeah, we'll build the same thing that we build in Maryland or California. And if they want something else different, then we'll a la carte and charge them.
Right.
GreenEco doesn't look for that to be the breadwinner. We always look at it as saying, okay, the lifestyle that we have as Houstonians, what do we require to have great life living in our home?
So tell me about those products. What are the standard things that are on your home product that consumers can expect?
Well, one thing is that we became Energy Star Partner version 3. And what that means to you in layman's terms is that every home is tested by a third-party company to ensure quality of the performance. Now, it's in sense of the features and how we put things into homes. We, for instance, use brand name radiant barriers, Tech Shield from LP. That is a huge difference than just say, using a knockoff version of something. And I'm sure you've done the same thing with a variety of things that we take for granted, like Q-tip. You know, everybody knows Q-tip by name,
Sure.
but cotton swabs that just goes out there generically could not perform what
Right.
Q-tips do.
So when a builder says that their home has Tech Shield, you actually need to ask the question, what kind of Tech Shield are we talking about?
Absolutely. Do not get misled just because the buzzword is being used in your conversation.
Right. And a lot of, and Jack, you can comment on this. I know you know about this. A lot of builders will say, well, they have Green Star energy efficient features, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're Green Star, that they are an Energy Star certified company. Is that correct?
That's correct. When I first met Jeff, the first thing I did was I went into the attic, and right away you can see the difference. You see the LP products. You see what they do, the radiant barrier built in. You see the way that they structure their home, the way that the air handler, the routing of the ductwork is important also. A lot of builders will suspend it from the ceiling. You're right on at a heat barrier right there. So there's a lot of thought that goes into the way that they build. Very, very nice homes.
And any homes, I think, being built now have the double pane windows, but you guys go a step farther with that. Is that correct?
Well, double pane windows, it's the thing that everybody puts in, but is it put in correctly? You know, is it sealed correctly? Those are the key components. And this is where I will stress that third-party testing. When you have leakage, if you don't test for it, you don't know if it's done correctly. So therefore, when somebody just gives you a nice little sheet of, well, this is what we have in technology-wise for your home, and they never tested, you can't guarantee a performance. And that's the difference between that GreenEco quality, where when you come to see my home, I can stand behind and say, yeah, we passed every test with flying colors, and it's ready for you.
Let me ask you about some products that have a little bit of controversy, and I'll start with you, Jack. Do you think that it's better to have a tankless water heater, which we've heard so much hype about, or go with the traditional water heater?
Me personally, I like the tankless, as long as you're going to be there for a while to recoup the cost.
It takes a while to get your money back out of that.
Yes, it does. It's a large ticket item. But back to what Jeff had said about the windows. With the air transfer, I have been to another local builder, and I noticed that the windows, when you're doing a new house, come with a fin around it. That's called a nail fin. I've seen them cut the nail fins off while they were building the house to get a better fit. Well, you've just destroyed the air transfer. That fin is there to block it. That's what Jeff is talking about. Now you've created an air leak. So they do watch what they do and how they do it.
Do you think that a consumer, because a lot of these things consumers aren't going to know to look for when they go to a builder.
That's right.
Do you think that if you have a green designated realtor, they're going to be able to look out for all of these things for you?
Most definitely. I would take my client to Jeff. He'll have different homes at different building stages. And that's the best way to do it, is to say, let's look at here's one just starting out. Then you go to the one that's halfway through, and you can just walk through it, and I can point out the features. Regular realtor would not understand this.
That's a good point.
So
it is a good designation that NAR is offering.
Most definitely.
And Jeff, your take on the tankless versus the traditional water heater?
Well, tankless water heater gives you immediate gratification for your heating use. But you really have to think back exactly what Jack said, is the cost factor of one technology surpass the technology of what we've been using for years. And it's really a personal choice, because realistically, if you justify it in your own mind, hey, who to say, that BMW overcharges for their car? It's the ultimate driving machine. So if you feel that tankless is what you want for your household, and anytime you turn on that water spigot on hot and it's coming out, then you should do that. But if you were to say just for the fact of, is this better than that? No, there is no better.
Tell us, we're about to have to go to break. Tell us what neighborhood you're in right now. Of course, you're with GreenEco. Which neighborhood are you actually working out of right now?
I am working in a neighborhood that is called Cypress Trace. It is developed for many years. We're in Section 2. It's right off Louetta between Kirkendall and 249. Which is,
and it's a good location. And you have a great price point. Tell us the price point of that product.
Well, I can start building you a energy efficient Energy Star Version 3 home at $1.
Wow, that's great.
And you will see it reflecting in your utility usage in your bills every month.
Fantastic. When we come back from a break, I definitely want to talk to you about that. We'll be right back after this commercial break.